Come, come. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
So you are Shivani.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the meaning of your name?
Sir, Shivani is Lord Parvati's name.
Okay.
It is the supporter of Lord Shiva.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do you associate with this name?
I have got the grace and the Tejasvi part of the Lord Parvati.
Okay, very nice. And where do you come from?
I come from Pali district in Rajasthan.
Okay, tell me something more about Pali.
Sir, Pali is a district in center of Rajasthan.
Okay.
And the special part is it shares border with maximum number of districts in Rajasthan. And Pali has very famous historical places. One of them is very famous Jain temple, Ranakpur temple, and Aravali Hills passes from Pali. And we also have leopard safari at Javai Dam and Sena.
So this Ranakpur temple is very famous. It falls in Pali district?
Yes, sir.
Or it is in Rajsamand?
No, sir. It's in Pali district.
Pali district.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me something more about it.
Sir, it was built during Rana Kumbha's reign, and it was built by a merchant whose name was Dharnak Shah, and it's very famous for its pillars.
Okay.
There are 1114 pillars, and which are built in a very similar manner, and you can't count them. It's said about it.
Okay.
You can't count and get.
That's very interesting.
Yes, sir.
So today we'll be talking more about you.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to know, I've got some idea after going through your PIQ, but we'll be talking more about yourself, about your education, about your family and other things.
Yes, sir.
So suppose you tell me about your education starting from your class 10th. I'd like to know the percentages you have scored in various exams,
Yes, sir.
the subjects you have selected after class 10,
Yes, sir.
any competitive exams you have appeared till date,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing at present,
Yes,
your future career goals and how do you want to achieve them, okay?
Yes, sir.
Then I like to know something about your participation in games, sports and extracurricular activities,
Yes, sir.
and if there are any special achievements.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your friends, who are your close friends, why do you consider them to be close? Something about your teachers, the ones whom you like and those who don't impress you much.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes,
So you can start with your academics.
Yes, sir. Sir, I did my 10th from LPS school Vidyavadi, which is in Pali district, and I scored 7.8 CGPA.
Okay.
And after that, in my plus 2, I took humanities as a subject, and my subjects were history, geography and political science. And in 12th standard, I scored 89.6%.
Okay.
And after that, I did my graduation from Jaipur International College of Girls. There I had the same subjects, history, geography and political science, and I scored overall 78.52%. And after that, I pursued my master's degree in history from Rajasthan University.
You are pursuing or you have done it?
Sir, I have done it.
You completed your, okay.
But I haven't got the degree yet.
Say again?
I haven't got the degree yet.
Not got the?
Due to COVID, it was late. So
Okay.
the final exams will be conducted in 2023, December. But the degree will be of
all exams are over.
No, sir. My final exams will be in 2023.
So did you missed a semester or what happened?
No, sir. I appeared in my exams, but due to I was preparing for civil services, so I couldn't attend the college. So due to short attendance, I have to repeat one subject.
Okay, so you mentioned because of short attendance.
Yes, sir.
You could not appear in the exam, so
Yes,
you will be appearing now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are you doing at present?
At present, sir, I am preparing for UGC NET exam for my PhD degree and preparing for defense exams.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what are your future career goals and how do you want to achieve them?
Sir, I want to pursue my career in defense services to serve Indian Army, and that's it, sir. That's
Okay.
my.
And suppose you don't get through in the defense services, then what will you do?
Sir, I'll try it till my last attempt in defense services. If I don't get in, then I'll choose teaching as my career. I'll prepare.
But you said you were preparing for civil services.
Yes, sir.
Then what happens to them?
Sir, I'll prepare for civil services too, sir.
What do you want to do?
So my first aim was, my first priority is obviously the defense services, and my second priority is teaching.
Teaching.
Yes, sir.
So then why did you mention that I was preparing for civil services and all?
Sir, I prepared so that I can cover every subject that is being taught, because if you prepare for civil services, it's an umbrella preparation under which I could prepare for every exam and build myself as a knowledgeable
So
person.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself as serving in Indian Armed Forces.
And suppose that is not possible, then where would you be?
I would be teaching, professor in a college.
Okay, and what exam do you have to clear for that?
Sir, I'll appear for NET JRF examination. If I cleared the NET exam, then I'll...
Have you already appeared?
No, sir, I'll be appearing in next December.
So when were you eligible?
Yes, sir.
When will you be eligible for
Sir,
the
we
exam?
can give the exam after our master's degree.
After masters, so
Yes.
you used to get your masters?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about other things I asked you.
The next thing I pursued, I had sports. I played sports. I played volleyball in my college time, and in volleyball I represented my university in West Zone.
Oh, very
Yes,
nice.
sir. Twice, and then I played cricket and athletics in inter-class competitions in my college times.
What was your event in athletics?
Yes, sir. 100-meter race and also relay race.
100-meter race.
Yes, sir.
What was your timing?
Sir, I ran in 13 seconds.
13.
Yes, sir.
What is the best for girls?
It's 12.
World record.
It's 11 seconds. I
11.
guess. I'm not
and
sure.
India
about
record? Okay, you may like to know about it. Since it's your event, you may like to know about it.
Yes, sir.
In your own time. Yeah.
And further, in extracurricular activities, I have volunteered in many events, such as my college organized TEDx, and I was volunteering that. And in starting from the school time, I have been elected as class monitor and then assembly prefect in my +2. And in college, I organized events like my college organized All India tournament, in which I was head of the transport department. And after that, I also participated in my college fest, volunteered as...
You mentioned about some TEDx. What was that event?
Sir, it's a TED talk in which influential people come and share their life stories and motivating stories, and it's a
So
event.
who was to come in your place?
Sir,
where you
many
were?
people came. Benny Dayal was a person. Benny Dayal.
Who is he?
Sir, he is an actor and he travels. He had traveled to many countries along with his wife. He had traveled to, I guess, 127 countries. I don't remember the exact
What is
number.
his specialization?
Sir, he has been to many places and he has been in many he has been along with many tribal communities. He also made videos, documentaries about them, and he has the record in India to travel to most of the countries.
No, that is one record. But what did he deliver in the talk?
Sir, he delivered about how he came along with his passports, and then
He just showed the passport, that's all.
No, sir, he showed the passports. He told how he started his journey, how he started traveling to countries alone. Then after marriage, he did not give up. He took his wife along with him and traveled to countries. How he explored, got to know many tribes of Africa.
What was your role in this organization?
Yes, sir.
What was your role in this entire event?
Sir, my university organized this event. So my role was to escort the dignitaries from the hotel to the TEDx and manage the event.
And
I
what
was a volunteer in one of them.
So you were a volunteer. So what kind of management went into the organizing the talk?
Sir, basically I was in the transport department, like the volleyball one, and my work was to escort the dignitaries from wherever some came from flight, some used their personal vehicles, to escort them from our college vehicles to the hotel. And
okay, you basically helped, guided him to the dais, that's all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And what did you learn in that event?
Sir, it was a very learning experience for me, because I learned how to manage timing, how to talk to people and interact with new persons, how to
What
manage.
was the highlight of his talk?
Benny Dehal's talk, it was his experience, the tribes, the documentaries he made, and how much he has learned from his experiences he shared.
Okay, that's.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you left out?
From
The questions I asked you?
yes, sir. I guess.
About your friends and teachers?
Yes, sir. My friends. I have many friends. I have two best friends from my school time, which are still in contact with me, and they are very close to me. And I also have made. We are 6 friends in college time. We used to live together, although we had different streams and different age group and also different classes. But we live together. We still are together. And my teachers, sir. There have been many teachers who have influenced me, and I think their guidance has made me what I am today. One of my best teachers is Mr. Karni sir. He taught me political science in 12th standard, and he is my favorite teacher.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how was your education funded?
Sir, my father funded it.
Okay. So that gives me good idea about your education and other background.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about your family now.
Yes, sir.
I like to know more about your parents, your grandparents, other members of the family, their education, their occupation. How do you spend time together at home? Activities at home in which you personally get involved. Whom do you approach in case of problem or if you wish to share something? Okay?
Yes, sir.
What kind of pocket money you get? How do you spend it?
Yes, sir.
And also tell me about your neighborhood friends back home.
Yes, sir.
How do you spend time with them and what kind of activities?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, I have my mother, my father, and a younger brother in my close family, and I have a very big family. My father has 5 brothers, and my family is my neighbor.
Okay.
We all live in my village. My parents are living in my village, and my father is a government teacher who has done BA, B.Ed in his education, and my mother has completed his matriculation in education and is a homemaker. And my brother is in school, 9th standard, and my father has I go to my father if I have any monetary issues, and although I can approach my mother too, it's convenient both ways, and I'm close to both of them, my father and my mother. It's not like I'm close to one and not close to another. And along with my family, we like to do many things together. Like my mother is very fond of dancing and acting. So when we are together, we dance, act. My father is more of a talk to me type person. So he talks to me about anything. What are you doing? What are your plans? What do you do? Everything. I tell him everything. Also my mother. And my brother is also very interested in talking. How did you learn this? How did you do this? So I like motivating him and telling him to try new things.
What about your grandparents?
Sir, my grandfather died when my father was 13, and my grandmother passed away when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I have spent much time with my grandmother during my childhood, and I reminisce the memories. It was the best.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And yes, sir.
Anything else you left out? Yeah, I asked you about your pocket money, your friends,
sir.
neighborhood
Sorry.
friends.
Sir, my pocket money is obviously provided by my parents only, and I live in Jaipur, away from my parents since last 6 years. So they provide me for my living rent, then out of which I save a little money, and they provide me 8 to 9,000 rupees per month.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do you use it?
I manage it by paying the rent. Then
How much is rent and can you give me a breakdown?
yes, sir. 4,500 is my PG rent, room rent, and 3,000 I spend for food, and
Yeah, balance.
rest 1500 I get. And I can ask 9,000, 8 to 9,000 they provide me monthly. If I have to do something, I need more money, I can ask them, then they'll give me.
Okay, so what
Yes,
do you
sir.
do with ये तो सारा खत्म हो गया.
Yes, sir.
How do you spend? You have to go out with friends, and how do you manage that?
From my savings, sir.
So कैसे वो तो बचा ही नहीं ना कुछ पैसा.
Yes, sir.
4.5 इधर गया, 3.5 इधर चला गया, बचा कहाँ पैसा?
Sir, when you visit your grandparents, your parents, they give you extra money. Actually, my father gives me money aside from that.
Okay, so that's what I am asking. That
Yes,
is
sir.
what is your actual pocket money.
Yes, sir.
तो उसके बारे में बताओ.
I get 2 to 3,000 extra.
Okay.
That is conditional. I have to tell the reason where I need it, where I am spending it. I'll tell it. Then my
How
father.
do you spend it? Oh, that is what I want to know.
Yes, sir. I like reading books. So I buy books, and whenever my friends come, we can go to a nice cafe and spend some money there.
Okay.
And basically traveling and all.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what about your neighborhood friends when you back home?
Yes, sir. Actually, I lived in village, and I had only one friend who was with me in my class in my school. She is the only neighborhood friend I have, and otherwise I have my family around me. My whole
Yeah,
neighborhood.
when I say friends, it is also your siblings and other cousins who are there at home.
Yes, sir. Actually, my cousins are much older, 10 to 12 years older than me, and the ones who are closer to my age, they live in different
So there is
cities.
nobody of your age back left there.
No, sir.
Okay.
I was the
So
only one till
in the
12.
younger days, how was it?
Sir, in my very childhood days, we used to live in Sadadi, nearby town, and there I had many friends, 3 to 4 friends, and I used to play with them. I used to go to school with them. They were my friends. And after 6th standard, I came to my village. Until 11th, I lived in my village, and with only one friend and my parents and my brother. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's fair. So tell me 2 occasions when you approach somebody for something.
I oppose somebody.
Any problems or anything you said that you approach your father or mother. Give me two instances when you approach someone.
In any problem, sir.
Say again.
Say, what did you ask again?
I said give me 2 occasions when you
Yes, sir.
approach someone for some help or any problem.
Yes, sir. Basically, when I am stuck in something in life, I talk to my friends, and for monetary help, I talk to my parents. And like, sir, in my university, when people were they were telling me you won't get the degree.
Give me 2 specific instances.
Yes, sir. In my college, I went to college, and they were saying that I was getting the admission in my university, and I got first rank in the entrance exam, and I didn't knew when I submitted the documents, I had to submit the fee on the same day.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Then I submitted the documents, and next day I was at home, at my Bade Papa's home in Jaipur. So they called me after 2 to 4 days and said that you haven't submitted the fees. Sir, I didn't know I had to submit. No one told me, and bolte ki this is understood. You have to know it by yourself. We won't tell you. So I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. They weren't opening the portal again. So I called my father. He called my father's
And
brother.
what was the other instance?
Yes, sir. The other instance was
Can't recollect.
no, sir.
Doesn't
I can't
matter.
recollect.
So that's okay.
Yes, sir.
So it gives me good idea about your family and other activities.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about your hobbies, interests, spare time activities.
Yes, sir.
How do you keep yourself abreast with the news and current affairs?
Yes, sir.
What do you watch on TV?
Yes, sir.
How do you make use of internet when the facility is available to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
And tell me about your routine on a working day and a holiday.
Yes, sir. Sir, my hobbies are playing. I like to play in my spare time, and
Playing?
also playing.
Play.
Sir. Playing badminton, any sport I
So
can
I
play.
told you today in the morning,
Yes, sir.
find out the definition of hobbies, interest, extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities and games.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Sir, I like reading books and also write some few lines or poetries or two-liners.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And my interest is in reading books, and my hobby is basically dancing and playing. My interest is in reading books and writing. And yes, sir.
So what kind of books have you read?
Sir, I have read many fiction and non-fiction books, and in non-fiction I have read Atomic Habits, and one of my favorite books is The Alchemist, which is a fiction book of Paul Coelho, and I have read Sidney Sheldon's books, 2 or 3 books of Sidney Sheldon, and that's very intriguing. And I have also read the Amish Tripaঠি's Ram Trilogy and Shiva Trilogy, and I have also read the Doomsday Conspiracy, and I also read Yuval Noah Harari's The Homo Sapiens, and I also read, there are many books that I have read.
Which is your favorite?
Sir, the first book I read, The Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Yes, sir.
It's more of fiction or it's a
Sir, it's actually a fiction, a story, but there are many life lessons.
Okay, very nice.
Yes, sir.
Tell me other things I asked you.
My hobbies, my interest. And sir, for current affairs, I read newspaper, not on daily basis, but yeah, I like to be updated. Also, in my mobile, I have app. I keep on scrolling it and reading current affairs from it and be updated about the issues. And during weekdays, my schedule.
What is TV and how do you make use of internet?
Yes, sir. I have not watched TV since last 3 to 4 years because I am more involved in internet, and using internet, I use it for study purpose, for YouTube, for news, for current affairs, for watching movies, watching series, and being on some social media sites also, sir. I use it for it. That's it, sir. That's what I use for internet for.
So let's talk about your routine.
Yes, sir. During weekdays, I wake up. Then the first thing I do is yoga and meditation. Yes, and then after that yoga and meditation, I like to read some quick, maybe a novel, maybe a little book or newspaper, and sometimes I take up the study material and start studying. The morning times is basically I spend in studying, and after that I have a little break for breakfast, and after that I again sit to study. And after lunch, I prefer watching some episode or maybe a movie, not daily, but yeah, I watch something, maybe a YouTube video. And after that I sleep for a while, take a quick nap. After that I start studying. Then in the evening I like to spend time wherever I am with my friends, with my family. I sit with them during tea time and play a little in evening, or go for a run, or sit with friends if I am living in Jaipur. And after that, dinner and study, and then sleep. And during weekends, sir, when I used to live in Jaipur, we used to go to movies, the early AM show, and after that the study part during the afternoon, and in evening maybe
that's nice.
Practice.
You said you've been keeping abreast with current affairs.
Yes,
so
sir.
What are the topics which interest you?
What are the topics? Basically, sir, geopolitics, international relations, what is India's stand, what is India happening in India.
Tell me the topics you are...
Recently I am studying, yes sir.
No, anything which you are very, very passionate about.
Sir,
and geopolitics, what is it that interests you?
The relations of India with other countries.
Yeah, which country?
India, Pakistan basically.
Okay.
And also India, China. Also what is happening in the current event, the countries, the NATO countries, the Russia, Ukraine.
Tell me about India, Middle East.
India?
Middle East.
India and the Middle East. Sir, during the historical times, India and Middle East countries are basically Arab countries, Muslim countries, and during many events they have opposed India, and because of India's
So how,
Being a secular
what is the
country,
relation
India,
with Saudi
Pakistan.
Arabia?
Yes, sir.
Saudi Arabia, na, the Prince
Yes, sir.
Abdul bin Salam.
Yes, sir.
He is being on good wicket with
PM.
Modi ji.
Yes, sir.
What do you have to say about it?
Sir, historically, what I can recall is the relations were not that good, but after the NDA government, the relations are improving with the Middle East due to the oil. Our oil requirements are, and after India, Russia.
I asked you specific question.
About the Saudi Arabia. Yes, sir. After the Prince and PM Modi's close ties, the relations are definitely improving. They are improving in economic ties, and they also held exercise in Gulf of Oman.
So, what are various national honors which the Prime Minister has got in last 4-5 years?
Sir, our Prime Minister has got many honors from the countries like the Fiji. He got the highest award of Fiji. Also, the France's highest award PM Modi got, and Papua New Guinea he visited recently. Also, the Order of the Nile of Egypt he was awarded. And
so, what is India's stand on Palestine?
sir, historically, Israel has always been a good supporter of India, but India was neutral. He was more inclined towards the Palestinians, the humanitarians, the human population of Palestine who have been suffering. And during the recent fight and recent war, India has shown a more clear stand supporting Israel in the war. But India has also extended help in the common men they are suffering. But India has shown more firm support of Israel during recent times.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, they have qualified, the support is qualified for terrorism, against the terrorism, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
They have not mentioned anything about Palestine.
Yes, sir.
But they said
The
that
Hamas, the terrorist organization, not the Palestine.
So, what is the dimension of Hamas and PLO in Palestine? What is the position of Hamas in Gaza and West Bank? How is it covered?
Yes, sir. Basically, since history, Jerusalem was the main center of all the fight and problems. And after the World War II, Israel.
Give me one brief. What is the current situation in
Yes, sir.
Gaza Strip and how are they divided? Gaza Strip and West Bank.
Yes, sir. Israel is in the center part, and Gaza Strip is on the eastern part. Gaza Strip is on the western part, southwestern part of Israel, and the West Bank is in the eastern part of Israel. And Gaza Strip is ruled by Hamas, and the PLO, People's Liberation. I don't remember the full form. Sorry, sir. It's being elected as a government in the West Bank.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How come?
Yes, sir.
How come there are two different parties there?
Sir, the two-nation solution was proposed by UN, which was accepted by Jews initially, but the West Bank and Hamas was built. Hamas came into existence in 1987, and before that, it was the same country and same government was ruling there. And
tell me, what has been the achievement of G20 summit?
G20 summit. Yes, sir. The new union obviously joined the G20 and its C21 African Union. It was a big thing for all of us, and India has proposed many non-conventional energy resources.
Okay, if I were to ask you
Yes,
to
sir.
judge yourself, what are the two things you are proud of in your personality and two things you would like to improve upon?
Two things I would like to improve in my personality.
I said two things which you are proud of and two things you want to improve upon.
Okay, sir. I am proud of myself because I am confident person, and I am an empathetic and an honest person. And I would like to improve things is that I would like to more organize my life, in the sense like what are my priority, what are the things, what all things I need to work upon. I need to work upon it, and also improve my physical fitness more.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And also, yes,
Shivani, it was nice talking to you,
yes, sir.
and it was a very good interview. Anything you'd like to ask me?
No, sir.
No? Okay.